A little bit on bending. Again, if you've started with your pentatonics and blues scales round here, you usually find that this note is the easiest one to bend, so you start bending it, and plus you can bend it either downwards or upwards. And which finger you use, I don't know, it depends on which you feel is strongest at the time. And whether you support it with a second finger, again, depends on how you figured it out yourself. I didn't, I only came to that a bit later. And I tend to use the second finger for supporting with a tremolo behind it, so you can go. Because I do country bends a lot, I tend to use the single finger so I can leave another finger ready for doing but anyway, back to this. So it's this note we're bending either way, pre-bent, and probably that note next, and there'll be whole note bends because they seem to fit in with the scales that you're using. This one is easy to bend, but you tend to use a half note, half tone bend, because it's again, it fits in. The first finger bend, that's one that you tend to come a bit later because it's an odd one. Again, it tends to be a half tone bend. No, it's a whole tone bend. Again, that note tends to be half tone bend because of its position, and that a whole tone. But depending on where the bending string is positioned, it's likely to choke a string adjacent to it, so that's starting to choke the string below it. You can't really, some people get skin on those, so you can actually play a bit of it, but usually it's a note that you probably don't want to play. But sometimes in your head you're thinking of these things and it includes that note, so you've got to bend it then out of the way of that note, but maybe you've got that note and that note and you want to play a bended version of that note. And that is where things like B benders and G benders come in, because you can actually bend that. In fact, I've got a little thing on this, so I'll give it a try. See, it bends the B.